pulled Kyle. I felt we had to do it right there. I told before the inning began, first and second, nobody out or bases loaded, nobody out. We're going to do it. So it happened first and second. Rossi puts down a perfect bunt. Tommy was the right guy in that moment. It would have been nice to have gotten more runs. We had the opportunity, but getting one was plenty. We needed that badly. And I just want to say about Kyle right there, a lot of guys would have been crying. A lot of guys, why me? He did not do that for 1 second. He understood the situation completely. And I'm here to tell you that doesn't happen every time. When you talk about a good teammate, a guy that gets it, totally understands. He was pitching great. There's no reason to take him. That's a National League move entirely right there. It's a National League move based on the wind blowing in your face, the Hawks up. Dexter should have had a grand slam tonight. That's just how this place plays right now. So I really commend him for getting it.
We talked before the game about making what kind of advance your guys did that.
Yeah, to get Nelson out, because Nelson has really, I'm really impressed by him. Really good stuff. 109 pitches, 5 1/3, 5 2/3, something like that. We were able to grind. Good ground game, we just totally, we've been doing, that's what you're talking about. Everybody talks about his hitting. It's been the approach. The approach has been what's been so interesting to watch and so a big part of our success. So we had a great approach tonight. That guy's good. Under the circumstances, the way the ballpark played tonight, we did everything as we should have.
Joe, can you talk about Addison Russell? It just seems like he becomes even a better hitter later in games with the game on the line. Clutch situation.
Yeah, he's not shy. He's okay with all. He's shy, but he's not shy. He's not afraid of that moment. He hits that gap in big moments too, the right central gap. I just think like this last road trip, the part that I liked about his at bats was that he was accepting walks. He had 3 walks in one game, and I think another 0-2 to 4-2 walk in Cincinnati. So I think a big part of what you're seeing right now successfully is the fact that he's swinging at better pitches. That's what it means.
I know we scrutinized Javi's head first slides quite a bit.
Yeah.
One time where it paid off.
Yeah, the swim move. It's a really nice defensive end swim move. It's the Jim Edmonds swim move. It's now the Javi Baez swim move. Yeah, I mean, those are the kind of things that are criticized if somebody gets hurt, but then when it actually works, beautiful play, So it was, and he immediately, as you saw, gestured into the dugout. That's not why I challenged. We waited for our crack team in the video room to come back at us, and they were right on it, so I had nothing to do with it.
Hey, Joe, last year you talked about making 5 games above 510 games. You did in 5, and that was such a grind to get 10 over. Here you are 20 games in and you're 10 over. A little different feel, right? Not as much of a grind, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, last year we were just getting a lot of young guys broken in. I felt we were good last year, but it took a while to really, get it all working. KB had to show up. Addison eventually playing shortstop was a big play for us. Starling going to second base was a big move for us. Dexter getting on fire, Schwarber getting here. There's a lot of different parts that did not arrive early enough, regardless of lack of experience or just we just hadn't played well enough to that point. So, yeah, it's kind of nice. I was not lost. I mean, I do think in increments of 5. And, of course, now you want to stay there and then move it to the next 5.
Hendricks so early. Obviously, it made sense in the situation, but the way your bullpen is set up, it makes it a lot easier to be that aggressive, right?
Yeah, it does. They're all rested. I really liked Adam for 2 innings there a lot, not a little bit. I was also thinking, you look at tomorrow's weather report, potentially it could be a tough day tomorrow. So if you had to beat up a bullpen tonight, would be the night to beat it up, and also Jake starting. So there was a lot of, day after day off, potential for rain, Jake pitching the next day. There's all kinds of arrows pointing in that direction.
Does Warren move ahead of Cahill on that emergency 6-starter role?
I don't know. We haven't even. I think Adam's pitching really well. Part of, honestly, to do what I did tonight was to get him a little bit more stretched out in case there was a need for that. So that was part of it. I would say he's in the lead only based on being more stretched out right now.
You managed through the ballpark and the conditions tonight. Do your pitchers pitch to the ballpark as well?
You can. You can be a little bit more aggressive, down and away fastball. Just let him hit a ball in the air somewhere. Braun's so good. I mean, comes off the bench and finds the one spot, nobody standing there, and just he keeps it fair. Yeah, I mean, a night like tonight, you do want to be aggressive. You don't want to get beaten by walks. You don't want to put that extra run out there, haphazardly. Yes, you can. Down and away is a good spot. Down and away, when in doubt, down and away, whether it's a slider. And then, of course, you have to command the pitch. But if you're pitching there, the ball should be hit to the large part of the ballpark or the opposite side. It's very difficult to drive it out. So the ballpark should give you more confidence as a pitcher.
Real quick, Joe, what do you like about him? Why is he being
Oof, he's got good stuff. You see, he's gotten better since spring training to now, and I just knew that once he got into the regular season, it would kick in. He's very, very aggressive, very assertive. He has pitches that go both ways, to righties and lefties. He's got the extraordinary changeup that not a lot of people talk about, the great slider, and the fastball's got jump at the end. So he's got this. So a guy like that could pitch to both sides, to both hitters, lefties or righties, successfully. He's got a lot of confidence, too. I think, the role that he played in New York probably built a lot of inbred confidence for him. He just needs opportunity. And, I've been kind of holding back on him only because I didn't want to beat him up too much early. But tonight I thought it was a perfect night based on what I just said, what may happen tomorrow. So I thought it was the right time to turn him loose a little bit.
Joe, how important is it with the next 15 and 18 games here? How important is it to set the tone and really to let other teams know that it's not going to be a cakewalk?
Well, it's always good to win at home. You always want to play well above 500 at home. We love playing here, but so does everybody else. When a visiting team comes, that's when I talked about embrace the target. When you're going to play teams possibly that aren't doing as well, they're going to come in here. There's going to be 40,000 people. The place is electric all the time. It's a playoff atmosphere, and we've been doing well. So you got this big old target right on your chest, and we have to respond to that. And to this point, we have. So it's not easy winning here, only because I think it inspires the opposition. However, we should play our best baseball in this ballpark, support it as we are, and I think we just talked about being able to play a variety of different games right now, because we're not just hitting home runs, we're playing good defense, we're able to move the baseball and score runs with outs and get singles or doubles in the gap. That's all. We're learning to play a better complete brand of baseball.